Good evening. Welcome to the Global Eye. You are with
Good
me,
evening.
Mosmi. When the world mourns the Pahalgam attack, we see Pakistan in fear, issuing statements that India can launch attack anytime, while India has made no such open declarations. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi chairs the cabinet meeting today, and some major outcomes would be coming forth after the meeting is over. However, we have come to know that Prime Minister Modi, or in fact, the Indian government, has given a free hand for the operations to the Indian Army. Today, we have with us a very popular columnist and foreign affairs expert, Manoj Kumar Das. We'll try to get more deep insights from Sir. We'll discuss more about this issue. So, Sir, first, like as a general, like what do you have to say regarding this entire Pahalgam attack? And now Prime Minister is heading a very high level cabinet meeting. What are the possible outcomes? Like what discussions may the Prime Minister along with the other delegates have in this meeting, and what expectations do we have today regarding the national security and LOC management?
I think it was coming. I mean, we all felt that something like that will come after abolition of Article 370, then reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir into 3 units, and also change in land laws and all. People can go and purchase, stay in Kashmir Valley. A lot of changes have come, and Pakistan was, I think, I don't know, whoever was planning something like this, very brutal, but for a long time, and just to kill innocent tourists, some of them were just married and enjoying honeymoon. Then killing, like, even you cannot kill a fish like that. And they were so ruthless. And I think the kind of people they have trained for some time, they were devils, I should say, not human being. Nobody can kill people like that. Innocent people, reveling people, and we see hands of Pakistan. Pakistan also sees our hand. Sometimes something happens there, so it is a kind of thing. But then this is a really brutal and heinous crime, what we say. And so India has to do something, strike back, and we cannot show that we are a soft state. So a series of meetings are going on, and today's cabinet meeting, I think 4, 5 things have transpired. One is government cabinet has given, I think, full operational autonomy for the armed forces, all 3 forces. They can like go for naval blockade and armed strike air force to support and missile force and everything. And we have seen Pakistanis again raising their nuclear bogey that they will. But I, I have doubt whether I have doubted the quality of their missiles. They are just showing all the time. And I think once and all that should be also tested. And they should know that we are 140 crore people. And India is so huge, their missile can maybe just attack India in a radius of maybe 1,000 kilometers, even if comes. Then, but Pakistan will be totally pulverized. I think it will be totally omitted from the map of the world. I think if there is a nuclear war, then they must know. But India will be maybe one third gone or one fourth. So there is
So
a kind of damage we should be ready to accept. Yeah. Then secondly, uh, development of comprehensive counter-terror measures, and we have also become very lax, I think. And almost all of our tourist spots in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, were it was not really guarded properly, and we should not have trusted this kind of peace to linger for long, happen for long, and I think we also become some way complacent, and for that we also have to blame ourselves. And failure of intelligence in Bangladesh and here also, that we should analyze why it happened. Then thirdly, diplomatic and economic measure against Pakistan. So economic measures to, all these lot of exports that has stopped, and water war we are talking about now. But I don't know how long it will take to make water war effect, because the excess water, you'll have to do something about it, diversion or storage. And and we must also remember that this water treaty was around independence, just after independence. So that time there were two Pakistans. So I think there was a trade-off. Okay, you take India take Farakka and Tista water more than Pakistan takes Sindh and tributary waters on that side. And that was how it is. But after Bangladesh, this should have been again renegotiated. Then we have also, I think, come out of Simla agreement and all that. And Simla agreement, it was just a piece of paper. Nothing much have happened there. It has benefited Pakistan more. They got 90,000 of their criminal soldiers just free. We, I think, fed them and just sent them. And we could have actually that time negotiated for enlargement of chicken necks, also to include the Chittagong port as part of Northeast, because earlier Chittagong was part of Tripura state. So those negotiations we could not do. And fourthly, international diplomacy and communication. I think our Foreign Secretary Bikram BC has briefed all our senior bureaucrats so that they brief their respective countries where they are posted and build a positive uh, opinion about India's initiative, the future India's initiative that will be taken for against this, and definitely something is going to bound to happen. And but then that we will need international support. So many countries are now supporting India, but then in case of a war, I don't know, because we will also need, I think, proof that Pakistan was involved in this. Quite a few terrorists are from they are local from Kashmir, local Kashmiris. So how do you manage that? That it was Pakistani say, okay, they are local terrorists, so we have nothing to do with that. They are just blaming us. So that counter measure we have to take. Then so the JNK actually security beefing up all over. I think now out of all those spots, 28 spots have been closed for some time. I think temporary closure. And this is also going to hurt the local economy, and that may bring a local support for India, our national interest. So there is, I think, some diplomacy in that. Then also National Security Advisory Board has been reconstituted with Mr. Alok Joshi. He was former head of research and analysis wing. So it's going to, I think, beef up the intelligence, because the intelligence failure that has been happening for some time. So with a raw man at head, raw head, former raw head at the head of the NSAB, I think there will be a flip on the intelligence side. And so these are the things. And yeah, we can move to next question.
So, with so much things happening around, and Pakistan is in fear now. They have already issued a statement. Their, ministers are issuing statements that India can strike a launch, although we have not, publicly declared any such, retaliation, military retaliation. And again, today we found that the Baloch has also, attacked them. So, what do you have to say regarding this? This Pakistan's fear, and do you think any, future surgical strike coming up with the government giving free hand to Indian Army, and how Balochistan is taking this as an opportunity, because we have seen that they are again in an attacking mode to the. They have attacked the Pakistan army, and they have no they have started the local unrest there. So what do you have to say regarding this?
I think there is a big game in this, and we have been also talking to, I think, Taliban in Afghanistan. So in case of a war, it has to be all out, and it's fight till finish. So this time we should finish Pakistan. I mean, there's a country called Pakistan should be broken into maybe four. Punjabi Pakistan, Sindh Pakistan, Baluchistan, then Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So there, I think Afghanistan has been claiming for a long time for a reunification of Pakhtun areas. Then Baluchistan already on boil. So in case of a war, if these the other three like Sindh province, they will claim independence, that'll be easier for India. Otherwise, whatever gain we make, it can be only up to I think Azad Kashmir, because that we have been claiming as our territory. So that much territory, if we occupy, that you can retain. But then Achay, China, and all these will be still with China. So India can take up to POK. Then other three has to decide their own destiny. Then Punjabi, Pakistan, what they do, it is up to them. But I've been following their local YouTube channels and all. So Pakistanis, most of them are ready to. I mean, given a chance, they said we want to come. भाई हम लोग तुम्हारे भाई थे, हमको ले लो. मोदी
Really?
जी हमें ले लो. So uh, and actually, I met many Pakistanis outside India. They have so much of love for Indians, and I found like in Dubai, you can trust a Pakistani more than a Malayali. I tell you. And they really care for you more than that. Pakistani taxiwala, the other people. When we speak Hindi, they say, "अरे एक ही बोली बोलता है, ये तो हमारा भाई है." That kind of, common Pakistanis. Then in USA, I met Pakistani gentlemen. They hardly go to. They are from actually upper reaches of Pakistani society. They don't go to mosque. I have not seen the person I'm talking about going to mosque, and he said, "I don't believe there is Jannat and all this. These are all foolish things. All these mullahs are trying to brainwash common people so that they can do jihadi and all this, just for their uh, prolonging their rule mind over their mind." So I think the Islam in Southeast Asia is one of the, I think, most radical. You see, Islam in Indonesia is so liberal, It's a cultural Islamism. For them, culture is uh, more important than the religion. So they have written all our old Hindu names and all. Their airline is Garuda. Their names, they retain Hindu names like uh, Sukarno, then Suharto. These are all Hindu names. So Malaysia also, I think, quite liberal that way. And Arab countries, they are not so radical. They follow the religion
What
as
about
a way of
Pakistan? Why
prayer or
this
way of life.
unrest? Why this?
Not like
Then why these Pakistanis? Is this in Pakistani army and the government's strategy, or to or their ideology to create terror in India every time? It's not today. It's since 1947. They have been doing the same thing again and again. Trying to push terror to our country. So like, if the local Pakistanis or the Pakistani citizens do have a soft heart toward India, why this uh, spreading terror in India? Is it totally the role of Pakistani army and the government?
it must be actually the government also evolves out of the society only. So somewhere they're trained to think that way, that uh, injustice was done to them during partition. Kashmir was taken by with a signature from the Maharaja Hari Singh. Then Junagadh wanted to join Pakistan, but we retained that. That was a Nawab was Muslim, but we kept them in India. Then Bhopal also, I think, Sultan or whoever. Nawab, Bhopal. Then Hyderabad. Hyderabad wanted to join Pakistan Union. So at that time we kept them with Indian Union. So that's why we kept our constitutional secular, and we are not deviating out of it. In India, I think even Pakistanis acknowledge that The Muslims in India enjoy equal rights, equal opportunities, equal facilities, all that. If rice is given at 2 rupees to a Hindu, even Muslim is also getting it. Our Yojana, houses, everything, and same road, same air we are breathing, same facilities, transportation, everything, education system. Uh, so I think they are taking note of it, especially the women, I think, in Pakistan and Bangladesh. Recently, one person, she came from Bangladesh. So their women are really trained to serve men and they have no rights. But educated like Taslima Nasreen and that kind of a section, they are revolting. So, and also I found today in one somewhere, some channel, it's a lot of people are coming out abandoning Islam due to various reasons, due to its bad name and as a very radical, it is kafir concept. You know, you can do anything with the kafir, meaning the non-believer, you can do anything. Nothing applies with them. You cannot have any sympathy, cannot have any mercy. They can do anything with whatever you like to say.
So
So
is
the
it is it
Islam,
is it like
yeah.
Pakistan? Is it like Pakistan army trying to create like trying to disturb like India or the government? Like why always they export terror to our country? Why like they are not rising above their ideology?
I see Pakistan was created on the basis of religion. And the person who was number one, the first, our Jinnah, Qaeda Azam, he himself was the most non-Islamic person, I think. He used to smoke, he used to drink, all that, non-Islamic things. But for just for grabbing power, he they created Pakistan. Had he been given prime ministership of combined India, India would have never been, I think, divided. That is one theory people say. And Pakistani army is the main beneficiary of Pakistan. So whatever, after retirement, they get a plot of land in Islamabad,
Yes,
all
yes,
Pakistani officials. And all of them are running industries. Their suppliers are all in the name of their wives. It's like China.
right.
All Politburo members, they are big businessmen. So it's uh, for them to perpetuate that is for a benefit, Pakistan. So Pakistani army will always try to perpetuate, keep the people uh, illiterate, radical, so that they can manage them and they can feed the theories. The uh, India is their number one enemy. India is out to kill them, finish them. India has taken by Kashmir by trickery. Then Kashmir belongs to them. We must take it. Also, I think why Pakistan needs badly Kashmir is because it's a very beautiful land, but apart from that, it is a source of their water. It is the only source of their water. All five rivers. I mean, it flows through Refugees, Chenab, and all these. So, Satluj, Chenab, Byas, Sindh itself. So, if Kashmir is always under India, but whole of Kashmir comes under India, then they're gone. So now we are using that for water war, they're blocking water for
Do
them.
you think India can actually, block water for a long time? Do you think India can, stop completely stop water flowing to Pakistan?
See, we all have very, very big dams like Bhakra Nangal, then all these Bhakra Bias management system. So we have very, very big reservoirs, and that water can be really diverted through tunnels. We have the technology and all this. So we can, with a long-term planning, we can. I think India is planning. Our Modi government they just do not just announce. After a lot of preparation, they make all this. So we have already, I think, quietly prepared all that. We are prepared to divert the water. There, I am very sure, being a government officer from so Prime Minister doesn't make announcement, which is going to happen in future.
Right, right. So thank you so much, sir. So we know that India is a reasonable power, And now it has been like, we have been maintaining a strategic silence. But yes, definitely actions would be coming out and it would be louder than ever. But strategy is what? Yes, sir.
See, one thing I would like to say, according to international law, suppose there is a war tomorrow and we occupy all of Pakistan, we'll have to return it back, like the sovereignty after the treaty war. A war normally happens in our area about 14 days, 20 days. So we'll have to think beyond that. Suppose you occupy Islamabad or Lahore, what do you do with that? Just returning, it will be again another blunder. So you have to plan it. So maybe we should think of uh, Baluchistan or independent Pakistanistan, Sindh, and we'll have to retain, of course, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. That much we can retain. But then beyond that, we'll have to again give back, like giving back 90,000 soldiers. Still, we are till today we are
Right.
uh, yeah,
Still we regret.
regretting that. So I mean, we had no choice that time. We had to give,
Right.
and we don't know what were the geopolitical situation that time. So I heard, I think two divisions of Iranian army were standing at the in Iran-Pakistan border, and had India not signed treaty, so there would have been a bigger war, and almost all Islamic states were going to join that war against India. Even US was very angry, and because of Russian support, they could not really come. But then you won't know what would have happened for a longer things. They would have probably nuked India. So, but right now we are much, much more stronger. I heard Pakistan doesn't have enough money to have oil to run their war
Yeah, their
machine.
economy is fragile now. They're
Oil
like,
is all gone.
hmm.
So how they will? They cannot fight a long war, not more than 1 week.
Do you
So I
think
think
China will directly help with manpower or, ammunitions or,
China
military?
itself is going down the drain because of 125% US tariff. Uh, China is going down the drain, and all these things happened at a very opportune time during Trump's presidency. And Trump is indirectly helping India to overcome China. And China, the lost decade has started now, I should say. Like Japan's lost decade has started long back and it lost. So China, it will be very difficult for China to come out of this. They have many things against them. Number one, they are a demographic problem because they have more old people than the youths. And India is a young country. And we
Right.
can raise maybe 4-5 million strong army within 4 6 months. They cannot have. And our soldiers are Bahadurs. Our soldiers are Bahadur to valor and glory. To die in the war is a glory. But I have seen Chinese young boys, they are little emperors. They are sent to the war front. They are crying. Parents are crying. So they are scared of dying. And our people, soldiers are not scared of dying. Bir,
Right. B.
so
Yes,
so I'm hopeful. So China, I don't think they can support with them arms and ammunitions, not more than that. Or maybe some money initially to buy oil to run their tanks and all.
right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening. And we had a very good discussion with you. We'll meet you again with a very interesting topic. Yes, this burning issue is there, crisis is on. And we are hoping for some positive note from after this cabinet meeting. India is a responsible power, but not reactionary. It will respond. It will respond, but with its own terms and conditions. Let's see with freedom of operational power what actually army is planning next. We are not allowed to disclose their movements. We will not. But we know Pakistan is in fear today. Pakistan is like crying wolf, but they themselves are feeding wolves. So, is it the downfall of Pakistan? Will we be able to isolate Pakistan in a global platform? So we'll meet again. Keep watching The Global Eye. Thank you.